Continues today, wild card weekend, with a couple more games today, but we're going to revisit Matt Berry, L. Duncan, and Jeff Saturday, what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, you look at the first day of wild card Saturday, we had a Texas two-step to open up the weekend. The nightcap in DFW, Jeff Saturday, it was a good one between the Cowboys and Seahawks. Would home field be all the Cowboys needed? This is my favorite video of the day. Fans rushing AT&T Stadium. They want to get the best vantage point from the railing that looks over into the stadium. What they would see first quarter, Dak Prescott hits Allen Hurns, but this was a gruesome injury. Dislocated his ankle. Adam Schefter tweeting this morning that Hurns has already undergone surgery on the dislocated ankle. So tough injury out of the gate for the Cowboys. Game would go on. Second quarter. What did you say yesterday, Jeff Saturday? Feed Ezekiel Elliott.
Feed Zeke. You see him king the defensive outside backer. Step down. Zeke bounced it outside, made a nice run. Look at him. Give it to me, baby. You know what I want? Feed me.
123 yards from scrimmage in the first half, is most of any half of his career. Then Prescott, he can do this. Finds Michael Gallup. Touchdown Cowboys.
What a great throw. He should be excited. That is a perfect ball. Great catch. Nice play for the Cowboys.
Now, this is a big story. 57-yard field goal by the Seahawks. Not that he missed it, but that's Sebastian Janikowski. Seabass is hurt. Had to leave the game.
Say it ain't so. Yeah, that hamstring. When you can't walk off the field as a kicker, you know you're in big trouble.
Now, why was this a story? Because during halftime, Michael Dixon, the team's punter, had to get ready to kick, and it, well, it was like a bad warm-up.
Looks like
driving range. Yeah,
just shank.
Pete Carroll's like, hey, dude, we'll do what we can. Third quarter, still 10-6. Seahawks facing 4th and 6. Wilson to Doug Baldwin. Great throw, great catch.
Unbelievable. Throw is perfect. Look at the footwork by Baldwin. And he made catches like this all season. Incredible catch.
And how about the ball play on 4th down? Later, second and goal, Wilson rolls right. He's going to keep him himself. Good drive out of Wilson of the Seahawks. They go up 14-10 after the 2-point conversion. They have to do that because the kicking game's dicey. Fourth quarter, Cowboys and Dak looking to answer. 2nd and 8 from midfield. Good look to Amari Cooper.
Wide open in the middle of the field. Great route combination by the Cowboys right there. Tight end runs off Bobby Wagner. You see right there, Cooper makes a great play. Good first down. Drive
stays alive. Zeke, 1-yard touchdown. Cowboys take a 17-14 lead. Later in the fourth, same score, under 7 to play. Cowboys facing 3rd and 8. These were big Saturday because on 3rd down they had to convert. They didn't on execution. They did, however, on penalties. KJ Wright flagged. Then again later in the drive, another flag, this one on Justin Coleman.
Yeah, you see this one. This one I agree with. The first one, I'm not really sure. Looked like his feet got tangled up. That one right there, you can't grab him when he comes out of his double move.
So 2 costly penalties. Then they give it to Zeke. 17. I mean, the guy's just so good.
Get some right there. They sat him down right there. Put that hand in the chest. Gave him the business in right there.
Go down.
30 touches, most by a Cowboy in a playoff game since Emmitt Smith. You know him. 1995 NFC Championship game. This is the play of the game right here, 3rd and 14.
Great call, and just look at, Prescott would not be denied. He's going to get that first down. That guy was getting up there, but great call, perfect moment in the game.
3rd down conversions, the story. Prescott scores, becoming the first Cowboys quarterback with a rushing TD in a playoff game since Quincy Carter, 2003.
Wow.
Seahawks not going away. 4th down, good execution here, J.D. McKissick.
Yeah, nice matchup on the outside, gets his feet in bounds. Russell Wilson, you feel the comeback is starting up.
So you have to go for 2 because of the kicking situation. Chris Carson up the middle, he gets it. So now we need an onside kick, or in this case, a drop kick. And, well, Dixon.
Oh, no.
Oh, my. When that happened, I couldn't believe it. I put my head, I couldn't believe it. How does that happen? Look at Pete.
Pete Carroll's like, we did all of this or that. Either way, Cowboys win 24-22, have won 3 straight wild card games.
That, got a lot of momentum from last week, and I think that definitely helped him out this week. Just the way he played today, he was such a warrior. Played like a grown man. I'm glad to be his teammate, man. He's a hell of a leader, hell of a player, and I can't wait to go win some more games with this guy.
I feel like I'm a grown-ass man just in general, so playing like it or not, I'll take the compliment. But, yeah, obviously it felt good tonight. Just everybody worked well together, and we can do that. It just makes my job easier.
It's very disappointing to be done right now. Nobody wants to go home. These guys are ready and raring to go, and I feel like we're just getting warmed up, but that's the way it is.
All right, so the game plan going in, at least from Jeff Saturday's perspective yesterday, was give Zeke the ball. And as usual, since he was drafted in 2016, the Cowboys did just that. When Zeke rushes for 100 yards or more, the Cowboys are 17-4 in the regular season and postseason. But when Zeke is held under 100 yards, the Cowboys are barely over 500.
All right, Jeff, so the folks at home have seen the highlights, they've seen the numbers, the vises. In your opinion, how was it that Dallas was able to move on to the divisional round?
Dominant defense. We talk about Zeke, we talk about Prescott, all those things. This defense absolutely shut down the Seattle Seahawks. They had led the league in rushing per game at 160-plus yards a game. Guess what? The Cowboys limited him to 49 between their two main rushers, Carson and Penny, and 22, that was only 49 yards, 22 came on one run by Penny. They absolutely got after him. They harassed Russell Wilson. You saw him getting forced out of the pocket, knocking passes down, getting sacks, getting home, all of those things. Give the Dallas defense a ton of credit. They have won a bunch of ball games. They go under the radar, but they played lights out yesterday.
Balance. A lot of balance out of this team on both sides of the ball. No big plays allowed.
No, and here's the scary part. That travels. I mean, that defense, not giving up big plays, keeping everything in front, being able to run and establish the run, and then watching Dak. My favorite part of his game was he opened it up with his legs yesterday. You saw the 3rd and 14 conversion. You saw getting it in the end zone. Those type of plays, that keeps Dak in rhythm. That often, both of those things travel in the playoffs.
Come this time of year, defense and a running game will get you through in the playoffs.
Shocking.
We're going to have Jeff Saturday coming up just ahead. Andrew Luck and his Colts match up against the Chiefs. This is going to be a fun conversation. We'll have that more with Jeff Saturday still ahead on SportsCenter Sunday morning.
This is going to be a real fun highlight. Jeff, stick around. Have you seen what Zion Williamson did yesterday? Number 1 Duke taking on Clemson. You may remember Zion's actually from South Carolina, about an hour from Clemson. And if you go back to last year, fans wanted him to come there, of course. He decided he was going to commit to Duke. And when he did, bar reaction, sad girl. What? So back to the game. Scoreless in the first half. Cam Reddish didn't have a great night. Misses the lay-on, but Zion, boom. That's nothing. Just wait for it. Duke fans fired up, as they should be. Later on in the first, Duke trailing by 1. Zion drives, loses the ball, doesn't matter, still gets it, and an and one. So he's got 11 points in the first half. Here is the dunk of the decade? Just watch. No, that wasn't it. It was a huge sell, too.
Wow.
This was just a lay-in. Here is the dunk of the decade. Yo, take a look again. He does a full 360, and his head's like 3 inches above the rim. He floated. Incredible. Here's Zion on that dunk and his reaction from his team.
Teammates were very hyped, and coach was like, get back on defense.
You're like, that's not it. So there it is. I am sorry, Hugh Jackman. That is the greatest showman. Here's the thing, though. This was a big game. Coach K doesn't mind he did it then.
I'm not amazed at that stuff. He can do that. He can do that. So then do it. We allow him to do it. There's no ceiling on how high or how many times he can twirl as long as he puts the damn thing in.
I love that. Coach K. The Chuckle Factory, as you would say, Matt Berry.
Chuckle Hut.
Chuckle Hut, my bad.
That's a different room.
Just messing things up all over this highlight. So Duke's going to head to Wake Forest next on Tuesday, play their first true road game of the season. The Blue Devils are the last team in D1 to play a true road game this season. 2 of the next 4 games for Duke are against top 10 teams, and all 4 of them can be seen on ESPN.
Just we know part of the A's will be live next hour.
Yep.
Warriors Kings down to the NBA. Warriors 14-4 in the Steve Kerr era in games after giving up a 10-point lead. First quarter. The story in this game, threes aplenty for both squads. Steph, you're used to this. Curry then deep. Later in the first, Warriors up 13. Andre Iguodala dishes to KD with the finish. Watch it again. Durant, the great move. Warriors make 13 consecutive field goals. First time since March of 2016. Third quarter. I said threes aplenty for both squads. Old Buddy Hield puts the Kings up 3. Hield a career-high 8 3-pointers, 32 points, 8 of 13 from deep. Fourth quarter. I like this moment in the game because we have fun with traveling and Euro steps here on SportsCenter all the time. Curry was actually called for traveling on the step back. Let's count. 1, 2, 3.
So?
All right, well, Curry then, you see him flashing the 1-3. What is that in reference to? Who wears 13 in the NBA? James Harden.
I was just going to say, James Harden literally just did this.
Well, lucky for you, you saw this shot sheet ahead of time.
I didn't.
James Harden, step back. He doesn't get called. So back to Saturday. Justin Jackson goes to the ground. Curry makes the 3. An NBA record for three-pointers made in a game. 41 was the number. Warriors had 21. Kings had 20. A lot of shooting, a lot of good basketball. Warriors win 127 to 123.
I know your shot sheet better than mine.
Well, we all saw that. Steph Curry made 10 three-pointers Saturday's 11th career game with at least 10 threes, which is by far the most in NBA history. The other half of the Splash Brothers Clay is second with 4 such games. Curry was extra aggressive in the final quarter, made 4 of his 10 threes in the fourth, the most he's made in any fourth quarter this season, and he's equaled the Kings as a team with 20. And lastly, Curry passed Kyle Korver for 4th on the all-time made threes list. He's now made 3 more than Korver, but what's most impressive is that Curry has done it 484 fewer games.
All right, still ahead from Wild Card Weekend, we're going to talk about the top seed. Our NFL expert showing us what the Colts can take from the win that's going to help them get past the Chiefs. Plus, Tebow time with the Tide. Nick Saban sitting down for an all-new conversation about how he's changed the game of football. It's exclusive right here on Sports.